It must be a sick twist of fate, because just as I meant to be doing the longest run of my training plan is when I happen to come my period. So uh, we're not going to let that hold us back. But I did slightly change my plans because I was meant to do my run yesterday, which was a Saturday. But I was like, no, let's be kind to ourselves, okay? Took the day to rest, reset myself properly. And I did, of course, with the beautiful timing of things. I did obviously go to Run Limited and get my gait analysis done. And I just want to say shout out to Phoebe because she was amazing. I was literally one of the last people in the shop. She was so helpful, thorough, and like very patient, because especially when it comes to me making a decision about what I want, I can just sit there and just not take the piss, but like I like my options. I like to see what we have and make sure that I get the best out of the bunch, basically. I just want to kind of touch on the running shoes that I ended up buying. But initially we did a gait analysis where we ran some tests with me getting on the treadmill, trying out different trainers to see which is the best fit for me. It was definitely an eye-opener because I've been running. I have to show you the shoes that I've been wearing, but I've been running in these shoes for the last 8 weeks, obviously. Like, I just use them for everything, especially if I find a pair that I find comfortable. I stick to what I know. But obviously the guys at Deposits was like, those are the wrong shoes. You need to be getting running shoes. They're super flat. And I was thinking, like, I'm starting to notice that my knees are going, and especially now that I'm doing these longer runs, I definitely feel like, I don't feel that support. And I don't know the technicalities. I can only go based on like what I'm experiencing, but I just feel like where there's high impact, I'm starting to feel like aches and pain. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. So the timing of these guys telling me that I need to go and get proper shoes was, a godsend. So thank you guys. So back to the analysis. They put a special sole in your shoe, and then you run for a little bit based on the pace that you've been going at, and then literally it's amazing. They record you of where you place your feet, and based on that, she straight away was like, yeah, these are the right pair for you, which I'm gonna have to show you what I ended up getting. It's a brand called Saucony. I've never actually really heard of them until I was there, and to be honest, like, it's not the first pair I would reach for, and I was really trying to avoid buying it. So I was like, oh, let's try on this, something else, etc., etc. I think because I've got like flat feet, and especially when my knees are starting to feel it, she recommended this pair called Saucony, and straight away you can see the difference. Like, look at that support. I'm not even gonna like try and butcher her explanation of like what she said to me, of like what this is, what this means. But based on her analysis, she was like, this is what you need. But it's quite stocky, like it's quite big. And I was like, I don't know if I want something like that. I like something a bit more structure, petite. And it feels funny. It feels very different. And I think where I've been wearing, okay, bear with me, and like, don't judge me. I've been obviously running in these, the most in these shoes. So they are a bit dirty, but this is literally what I've been wearing on my runs. And compared to this, it's so flat. Like, look at that difference. That's actually madness. So there's barely any support for high impact running, basically. And these are so bouncy, so light. I mean, these are too. Like, I didn't realize, like, obviously it makes sense. Like, all these shoes are designed for a particular activity, but this is for lifting. And obviously that's the time where I bought these trainers, when I was like, I think I was doing like CrossFit training. So I've literally spent the last 8 weeks in these shoes, and fair play, like, if I've been able to run in these, like, this is going to be sweet, hopefully. I was a bit worried, like, do you need to break them in? But apparently you don't. So I can't wait to try them out and see the difference. And I'm going to be doing 14 kilometers today, so I will let you know how it goes if I notice a impact or a difference straight away. Like, honestly, as soon as I put my feet in, they were so comfortable, and I was like, this feels really weird, like as if you're walking on clouds. Even Phoebe, the girl who did my gait analysis at Run Limited, she was like, it's so comfortable, you probably get to a point where you prefer to even just wear them for day to day, but these are obviously designed for running. With that time of the month, gonna go and do my longest run. Of course, I'm naturally gonna be rewarding myself straight away. Instead of like doing the activity and then reward, like switch it around. This is my reward for, I mean, it shouldn't be a reward. It's one of those things where I should have invested in this as soon as I knew I was gonna be doing a half marathon, but I just didn't know. And honestly, now that I've been doing my research, it's one of the first few things where people say is to invest in some good shoes. But where the other pair is so comfortable anyway, and I've run in them before, obviously not for like longer runs. Yeah, now that I'm doing longer runs and with my half marathon coming up in nearly 2 weeks, this is obviously perfect timing. So better late than never. But this is my reward for this week. You've got to like trick your brain into doing things, and I like to treat myself. They come in different colours. Initially they only had the green colour at Run Limited in Baker Street, and so I wasn't too sure about it. I ended up finding online that Saucony had a branch in Covent Garden, but it was nearly close to closing time, and I managed to get in there. They had more different colours in stock, and I didn't want to go for like my usual dark colour. I got white, praying that the weather is a bit more consistent with the sunshine. Yeah, she's cute, she's funky. I'm gonna go and get started. I'm going to start from Battersea and do a nice run alongside the river and see where it takes me. I've got a route in mind, but I'm also gonna freestyle with it. The plan is to like end just past Tower Bridge. So let's go.